Welcome back everyone to my YouTube channel Ace Learning with Sneh. Today we are going to continue with the forms of business organizations. In the previous video we did the sole trading concern form of organization. The link to the video is mentioned in the description box. And today we are going to do the next form, partnership form. So let's begin. As we know, a sole proprietor is the sole owner of the business who enjoys all the profits of his business but also bears all the losses. In order to overcome the limitations of a sole trading concern, a partnership is evolved. For example, if a sole trader has limited capital or managerial inability, he admits another individual into his business who brings capital and the managerial ability. This gives birth to a partnership firm. So a business organization owned and managed by more than one person, where all the partners share profits and losses of the business as well as the liability, is known as a partnership firm. The agreement under which the terms and conditions of partnership business is mentioned in writing is called a partnership deed or a partnership agreement. Let's understand the features or the characteristics of a partnership firm. A partnership firm must have minimum 2 people at any time during the entire life of the firm. And as per the New Companies Act 2013, the maximum number prescribed in case of a partnership firm should not be more than 100. It is always advisable to have a written agreement between all partners conducting a business. Registration of a partnership is not mandatory as per the provisions of the Indian Partnership Act 1932. However, in Maharashtra and some other states, registration is compulsory as per their state provisions. If partners desire, they can register with the registrar of firms of the respective states. The partners agree to share profits and losses in certain proportions depending on the capital contributed, services offered, goodwill of the partners, and other such terms. If the agreement is silent on profit-loss sharing ratio, then all partners are assumed to be equal partners. The liability of partners is unlimited. When the assets of the firm are not sufficient to pay off claims of the creditors, the private properties of the partners are attached to satisfy such claims. Joint liability indicates that each and every partner is jointly liable with other partners for the debts of the firm, whether incurred by himself or any other partner of the firm. For example, if A, B, C are partners in a business, then they are all together or jointly responsible to pay off Mr. X's debts. Several liability indicates that each and every partner is individually and separately liable for the debts of the firm, whether incurred by the partner himself or by other partners of the firm. A partnership can be dissolved at any time if the partners agree to do so. If and when a partnership is dissolved, the firm does not, however, dissolve necessarily. It depends on the remaining partners whether to continue the firm. However, dissolution of the firm takes place in the following circumstances. If all the partners agree that the firm is to be dissolved, in the event of all partners becoming insolvent, if the business becomes illegal, or in case of the court issues orders that the firm be dissolved. The following are the merits of a partnership firm. A partnership business enjoys more capital as compared to a sole trading concern. As partnership business has more number of partners, they can collect more capital. The partnership deed mentions the capital contributed by all the partners. Even after death, insolvency or insanity of one of its partners, the partnership can be carried on by the remaining partners. However, new partnership deed needs to be redrafted. Therefore, a partnership can have continued existence. As compared to a sole trader, by working in a partnership firm, you can benefit from companionship and mutual support. As loss incurred by the firm is shared by all partners, it reduces the risk to the business as a whole. And as there is unlimited liability, it serves as a security to the creditors who lend money to the firm. Partners may be good at different skills such as finance, technology, marketing, etc., which brings about specialization in business. So if one partner has financial background, they could focus on maintaining the company books, while other may have worked extensively in sales and look after that side of business. This specialization also brings higher efficiency in the organization. Goodwill is the reputation of a business or a person which is regarded as an asset and valued in terms of money in a partnership. The partnership enjoys good amount of goodwill in the market due to quality service, ethical working, etc. In case of admission, a partner brings a certain amount of goodwill in the business. The following are the demerits of a partnership firm. As more than one individual is involved in various activities, disputes are common in partnership. Some partners may or may not agree on some points, which may even lead to dissolution of the firm. Sometimes partners may take undue advantage of managing business on behalf of others, which leads to risk of implied authority. For example, a partner may sign some agreement in his own capacity, which may be against the interest of the firm or against some other partner. Or a partner may take loans or advances without the consent of the other partners. Though books of accounts and financial matters regarding the business are not required to be published, partnership firms lack business secrecy. Some partners may share confidential information of business to competitors or third parties for getting financial benefits from them. Compared to running a sole trading concern, decision making may be slower as you need to consult and discuss matters with all the partners. If there is a disagreement, time will be spent negotiating, which may sometimes lead to opportunities being missed. More often, it will frustrate a partner who has been used to making all decisions for their business. It is sometimes difficult for a partnership firm to undertake modernization or expansion because of inability to raise adequate funds. Limited number of membership of partners and their limited personal resources do not permit large amount of capital to be raised. Therefore, large-scale business cannot generally be organized by partnerships. With this, the second form of business organization, partnership firm, has been explained. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.